Here's the kicker, Harrison Butker, ready to get this one started. And we are underway from AT&T Stadium. Wishing he had a mulligan. That's not how you want to start the game.
Not at all, because not only do you give up the penalty and good field position, but it just kills the momentum of your team as you start a game.
Hey, kill! 27! 26!
Up the middle, here's Elliott. And that's not the start that he was looking for, as he's going to be met and dropped behind the line. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Here's Prescott. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Used to have a coach who used to tell us all the time, those scouting reports aren't just to use up paper, guys. Well, nowadays, we're watching a computer screen, right? They scouted this team very well. Know that they like to use the running backs in the passing game. They covered that play successfully.
3 and out, a real danger here on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 12. Inside give to Elliott. And he's got some space here. And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. That good for 19 and a first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run. And let's face it, this shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down. Otherwise, it's going to be a long afternoon.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
And when the defense wins and gives up no yardage on a running play, that's something they can build on and carry themselves forward throughout the game.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on.
And the Chiefs are going to get him. That's George Karlaftis, who fought his way through the line to bury him. So that time, Charles, quarterback helpless really in the pocket in the face of a pass rush like that. They were on him instantly.
Yeah, that's one where you turn to your lineman and say, guys, can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely, because remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your head when you need to get rid of the football. But this time, he had no chance. They were on him instantly.
And as we check the next-gen stats, that play lasted just 2.7 seconds from beginning to end. Just not enough time to throw the football. 4th down, no problem. Just a ho-hum pickup of 14 to keep the offense on the field. A first down carry by Elliott. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Elliott going to get it again on 2nd down. Down to the 25. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate.
Ready for that running play. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
That was an interesting look there. Take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And boy, is he close. Did he get there? No, they're going to say he's short of the line to gain. The Cowboys here unable to convert on 4th down. And on the opening drive of the afternoon, the defense forces a turnover on downs. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 23. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. They go play fake. Mahomes. They'll roll him out right. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep over the middle. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Mecole Hardman, 72 yards. And the Chiefs are on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point by Butker is on target. And it's now a 7-0 game.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this is going to be returned from middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you've got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you've got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Prescott. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. His first catch. Good for 9 and a first down.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he's able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
Prescott looks to throw on first. Open man downfield is Lamb. It's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 44-yard line. The give is to Elliott. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now Prescott. And he's got Ezekiel Elliott. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. This offense so far on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. give him 2 on the play there. And that leads to a Dallas first down.
Well, they gave themselves options there on the 3rd down play. We're able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They keep on the ground with Elliott. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Looking to throw. Prescott. And he is going to be taken down. They got him. As that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning. George Karlaftis in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning.
Kill, kill. Everybody kill, kill. Hey, kill, kill. Kill, kill. 27, 26.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 16. That one good for 24 yards. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Prescott. Over the middle, complete. It's Ferguson. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
The completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
Hey, kill, kill. Kill, kill. 26.
10th carry now for Elliott. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On 3rd down, Elliott. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. Now Elliott. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2.
Here we go, 46. 26.
They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now from back at the 5. This is 3rd and goal. Throwing, Prescott. That ball is caught. It's Gallup. Touchdown, Cowboys. A great effort there as the first half is winding down. And the Cowboys have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half. Brett Maher on for the extra point. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. They fake the give. Now Mahomes sliding out of the and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. The tank, DeMarcus Lawrence with a sack. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Second half, 1 touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. And no run back here as the third quarter will commence with a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Well, the first half very even. I mean, really in all facets, this ball game tied, Charles. So as we start the third quarter, curious to see what the second half brings us.
Certainly am. I'm with you on that one. And we all know a lot of coaches from the NFL all the way down to the Pee-wee level. They love to spin it to their teams. Hey, we're starting a brand new, shorter ball game. It's all even. Let's go out and seize it. This is ours.
On second down, they'll try and run the counter. And some room to roam now. And he's going to get this all the way down to the Cowboys' 21-yard line. 52 yards rushing for him now at his first 2 carries of the ball game. Right back to him on first down. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. So 3 plays already first and goal, and they are wasting little time. Straight ahead they go with McKinnon. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3. Second and goal from the 1. They'll try again. And he will not get in. In fact, he might have lost a yard. Back to the 2. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes third and goal. They'll try with McKinnon. And this time he is in. Yes. Jerick McKinnon taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Chiefs have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. And this is no good. It's a missed extra point. Boy, in a tight game, how important might that turn out to be here as the second half rolls along? So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. Oh, a good return up past the 30.
The Cowboys make over first and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Trent McDuffie with a pick. Well, we saw plenty of that during his much-heralded college career. He parlayed that into becoming a first-round selection, and now here he is making interceptions in the National Football League.
And this is a guy that has all the physical tools, but the thing that sets him apart is what he's got between his ears. And that's a sixth sense for knowing where the football is going. Just an excellent play there to create the turnover.
Anthony Barr in on the tackle. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Mahomes now to throw. That's caught left side by the tight end, Gray. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6. Now here's Mahomes. This will be caught inside the 10. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there. From the gun, they will run with McKinnon. 5 yards, a good run there, and now 2nd and goal.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown, you're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied.
And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Isaiah Pacheco. It's a 1-yard touchdown run. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter. They'll try and run it here. And he got it on the touchdown run, but he won't get in here. He'll be stopped short, and they'll come up empty on the try for 2. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this 3rd quarter. We have played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Well, that last touchdown we just saw, what an important one. Now it's back to a 2-score deficit for this crew as they take the field here, and they are in desperate need of finding the end zone. Working with 2nd and 5 now.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 26-yard line.
A give to Elliott. And not a whole lot there, maybe a yard to the 27. And this offense on 3rd down today, they've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Going to take a shot for Gallup. And that's caught inside the 35. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Here we go, 46. 26.
Play action now, Prescott. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
That's not the first time they've gone his way on this drive, and they were obviously keyed into it because they were there to help break that pass up.
Now Elliott. 41 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Prescott to throw it. Open man Lamb. It's complete. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4.
A 4-yard gain.
2nd down and goal. Prescott. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Dak Prescott able to connect with Dalton Schultz. And the Cowboys have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a 1-score game here in the 4th.
And that's what these guys have done all game long because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now, we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
Prescott, they're going to throw for it. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone, and that cuts the lead a bit further. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And with that last touchdown, I mean, we're set up for a good finish here. Some things to consider, Charles. Obviously, it's a very close game. Here in the fourth quarter, defensively, they've got all 3 timeouts in their back pocket.
So the chess match really ramps up, doesn't it? Because in these situations, what do? Do you run the ball and kill the clock here? Or you try to bury them with another score? And how about defensively? Do you use your timeouts at early opportunity? Or wait till you hit the 2-minute warning? So there's a lot going into this one. Let's see how each side goes about their strategy.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. Mahomes going to throw. And that will be incomplete.
Nothing open downfield, and he had to get that one out in a hurry because he just knew he was about to take a big shot. Probably couldn't get his legs into the throw. Became an all-arm throw, trying to check it down to his running back. Incomplete.
They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. That one a backbreaker as they wind up converting there on 4th. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They go draw play to McKinnon. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Another yard would probably put this thing in the books. It's 2nd and 1. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he'll get it down to the 47 here.
Well, they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
And now the Cowboys are going to call another timeout as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. Victory in the cards now for the Chiefs as they take a knee here. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. 2nd and 11. Now again, this is McKinnon. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. Finish in this one, Charles. You know, this group, they come in, they have to fight a hostile atmosphere every snap. They get the late score, they get the victory, and that flight home, it's going to be a little sweeter after this one.
And Brandon, just like you, I was fired up for that last sequence. How about that? Wouldn't you have loved to have been in the huddle when they were mounting that game-winning drive? Big-time moment. No one shied away from it. They tuned out the crowd, kept their heads, and executed the way they needed to earn that win.
For me, who could be against me? I guess all the that's against me, they the ones stirring up the conflict. They try to make it out like I'm conflicted. East Coast and 6'4's hitting switch. It's not a conflict of interest.
Cut it with the business. West Coast rocking them Timberlands, deep up in them trenches. It's no difference. Neither one play games when swinging for them fences. We want the finer things that's expensive. They hit them either close range or at a distance. If God for me, why bother? I got my game from the Godfather. Top of the food chain, rock bottom. And handle my business when it was my problem. Jeep. Flossing with a gold chain. I got my Turkish rope with matching gold things. Bomber jacket in the winter, it's a cold game. I met some East Coast up in Spokane. Some of the realest in this dope game. I got my curly top looking like special ed. Clean fade on the side, bumping that red head. Clean tags when I ride, ducking the feds. East Coast, they get that bread. You end up dead.
It's the NFL on EA Sports as we are in the inner harbor of Baltimore at M&T Bank Stadium. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the Dallas Cowboys and the Baltimore Ravens. Whistle blown, a timeout here is taken, and it's taken by the kicking team. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Here's the former Cornhusker Brett Maher to get this one started. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. From his end zone, here comes Justice Hill. And he's going to be out of bounds here as the run back will leave him shy of the 20-yard line.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The drive will commence with a run by J.K. Dobbins. And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And he is going to lose yardage here. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on third down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Finding room at midfield, and he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. A big play there on the catch and run, 36 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for first and 10. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. On a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. 11 more on that one and another first down.
They did tell us they wanted to establish the ground game early, didn't they?
They did, and a small sample size that we've seen so far, but pretty good return.
Yeah, you got to like that. They've strung together a couple of first downs, established what they wanted, the running game. And guess what? They also got their lead guy running it pretty well, too.
They'll run. This is Gus Edwards. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's second and 12. Now Jackson. And he fires one that's intercepted. picked up by Leighton Vander Esch. And the Cowboys are going to get possession here as they force the opening drive turnover. Not something you see very often from a quarterback of his caliber, an opening drive interception.
Oh, there's no doubt in my mind that even he's surprised at how that one played out. But we know this guy is not going to stop him from continuing to fire as this game goes along. Probably give a little nod of respect across the field for that one and let him know he'll be back the very next series.
And this is going to be a Cowboys first down as he gets us up past the 30 to the 32. Seemed like Dak certainly made the right read there to hand it off to Zeke.
When you have those two in the backfield, Dak Prescott at quarterback, Ezekiel Elliott at running back, you've got a symbiotic, synergistic relationship that puts a lot of defenses in a lot of stress.
I got to tell you, I've never heard synergistic before, but I guess that works, right?
It does on this game.
Down the right sideline, and he's going to be shoved out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 55 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Inside give to Elliott. And they'll go backwards here. Losing yardage to the 14. The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose one or two.
Partner, one thing I was lousy at growing up, track and field, I could never anticipate the start before a race, but how about that backer? He figured it out, jumped the count, and turned it into a really nice play for his defense.
On 2nd and 11 now. Prescott. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Prescott. Throw left side, complete. That's Elliott. And he was able to shed one tackle, but could not get away from there. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And that 4th down. Prescott now. And he's got it. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. We're scoreless after 1. First and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. Elliott will take this into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. So a great start. They force the turnover on the other side and then take it down the field on their first drive and finish it off with a short touchdown run.
Nice and efficient, excellent job blocking, finds the gap and barrels into the end zone. Great way to finish off that drive.
Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And he doesn't even get this to the 10. He's taken down at the 9.
Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Now remember, the last time out, they threw the interception. That led to the touchdown, so now time to regroup. And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety.
The goal here is about getting any kind of positive yardage in this spot because you don't care who, you don't care how. You just want to try and buy a little space and get away from your own end zone. But in this spot, the defense was all over that play and equally motivated to stick them with a safety.
After the safety, remember, they also need to give up the football, and here's the free kick. He'll return it from the 6.
Only able to get...
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
They take over here following the interception. That's the good news. The tough spot is the spot that they're in. That's inside the 5 in the shadow of their own goalposts here. 1st and 10.
Trying to find some space to operate, and now they'll have it. A gain of 12, a big first down to get away from the end zone.
Well, so much for being backed up against their goal line to start the drive. He gave them some breathing room and then some. I think the defense really got caught thinking safety, trying to stack the line of scrimmage. And oftentimes, if you can get past the initial grouping, there's a
pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Dak dropping this one off for Zeke. And they work this out past the 25. The catch and run, good for 24 yards. On 1st and 10, Prescott. Just a gain of a couple there. And it'll be 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
Well, now they're in a spot that every team tells us when we have our production meetings they don't want to be in 3rd and long. And that's because those back-to-back running plays just didn't accomplish a whole lot.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. And that is incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield in man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
Now Prescott on 4th down. Open man is Noah Brown. And he is going to have the Cowboys' first down as this defense cannot come up with a play that they need. In fact, they surrender a big chunk, 17 yards there on 4th down. Prescott. He finds his target. It's Schultz. And some room to maneuver. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down. They'll throw again. Prescott. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
So it looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
Second and 10 now from the 27.
Here go 46. 47.
Here's Prescott. Pass to Tony Pollard out of the backfield. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. On 3rd and 1, here's Prescott.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Picked up by Patrick Queen. He's at the 40, the 20. And he will bring this back. It's a pick-6 and a Raven touchdown.
So what a play there in the final minute of this first half. They get the interception. More importantly, their first points of the ball game.
Yeah, and that one play certainly changes the outlook, doesn't it? I mean, they're looking at going into the locker room. No points on the board. Not playing well defensively. Deflated. And now, things may have changed for them.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. Boy, they're down only 1 score. Still first half, but they're going to line up for the onside kick. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try. Good starting position for the Cowboys here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line.
Kill. We're about 47.
Prescott now from the 50. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
When you run into slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
Hey, 47.
To throw again on second down. Prescott, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Blowing that play up, Roquan Smith as he gets the sack. Third and long for Prescott. Yeah, that one going to be knocked away and incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a fourth down. Well done.
Prescott to throw on fourth. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. Throwing now, Jackson on first down. He's going to air one out. And that is incomplete. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep, try and throw some air under it, and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
Here now is second and 10, again from the 41.
You gotta make a move.
From the gun, Jackson. He'll swing this out to Dobbins. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
I spy a couple of extra defensive backs on the field for Dallas.
Cowboys in the dime on third. From the gun, it's Jackson. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter three. And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
They're looking for Lamb, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And the Ravens are going to take possession of the football. That is a tough way to start the third quarter. You get the football, hoping to drive it down, put it in the end zone, and take the lead. Instead, they give them the football.
And I think the key here is for them to not get discouraged. That is not how they drew it up, not how they saw it in their minds. But there's a long way to go in this game. You know, they've just got to find a way to come back one play at a time. Yes, it's a cliche, but they can get it done.
That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a first and goal.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
Dobbins will take this into the end zone. It's a Ravens touchdown. So a very strong first drive in the second half, Charles, as they turn that halftime deficit into a third-quarter lead.
They were pretty purposeful there, weren't they? Measured in their approach. But, boy, they executed awfully well moving the ball down the field.
Tucker with the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10.
Prescott from the gun. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just one target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target in the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him. Find him. Find him.
Prescott from the gun on third.
Quick slant to Brown.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Here's Prescott.
A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
The frustration is definitely setting in because they've thrown it to him over and over, unable to come up with a catch thus far.
I think he knew he would have his challenges against his secondary. I don't think he saw a goose egg at this point in the game.
And Prescott, his 3rd interception. And the Ravens are going to take possession of the football.
So rare to see any quarterback toss back-to-back interceptions in the NFL, regardless of status or experience. Whether it's him personally or just the offensive game plan, I think this defense is reading something out there, and they're holding the upper hand.
They'll get this down to the 38.
Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
And he's got this pretty close to a first down at the Cowboys' 32.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. A shotgun snap and again to Dobbins.
And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Final minute now in the third quarter.
Now Dobbins again on second down.
And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15. A gain of 3.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
And he'll be brought down shy of the first down marker at the 11. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that'll bring up fourth down. 3 quarters in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So here comes Justin Tucker in a big spot. This will get the lead up to 7. And that is no good. He pulled it just a bit, just a wee bit wide left. And this will stay a 4-point game. Now, this was still going to be a one-score game either way, but still, that's a potentially harmful miss here in the fourth.
It certainly is, because if you consider that now if they give up a touchdown, they give up the lead. So he might be getting the side eye by the defenders coming out on the field now as he goes back to the bench after that miss.
On second and 9, Prescott out of his hands quickly to CeeDee Lamb. Room here to run. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. And boy, CeeDee, it's one thing to watch a great run, but when it's a great run with broken contact, it's like a cherry on top. That was a nice play.
A first down carry by Elliott. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. 10th carry now for Elliott. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 4 yards the pickup, first down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Yeah, the Cowboys are going to have a first and goal as he's able to take this inside the 10 to the 8.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Now Elliott. And he's going to bull his way down to about the 1-yard line.
54 yards on the ground for him so far.
That's a great run right there on first down. Didn't quite get into the end zone, but now you've set yourself up for at least 2, maybe 3 more shots from close range.
On second and goal, Prescott. Touchdown! Ezekiel Elliott with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Cowboys put together a fourth quarter drive to take the lead.
Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that gives him a 3-point lead.
16, Ravens 13.
And this one recovered by the hands team for the Ravens. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
He's got room at the 30.
That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and we watch him drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson.
Right side, there's Likely with it. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back.
Ball at the 23, second and 8. They'll try the draw here with Dobbins.
And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming.
They're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Jackson.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Partner, they've got one chance left to keep this one going, and I think for you and me, let's think along with their offensive coordinator now. Has to think back, cycle through every play of this contest, and remember what's worked and what hasn't. Because right here, he needs the best play of the game in order to keep this one alive.
Tucker's kick is good, and we are all tied here in the final stages. So a big kick to get this back to even, and now the worry is, did you leave too much time on the clock? Because another field goal the other way, that does you in.
You're exactly right. You didn't get it to overtime yet. So now as a defense, you've got to think to yourself, you can't play prevent defense and just give up big chunks of yardage in front of you, but you also can't let anyone behind you. So you sit right on the line between the two, play the best defense you can, and not make it easy for them to move the ball downfield.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
Well, partner, here it is. They've got the chance to win the game. You'd have to think they need to get it near the opposite 40 to have a chance to kick a game.
Ezekiel Elliott gonna take it the distance. 20, 10, 5, touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott, 76 yards.
And the Cowboys strike quickly to take the lead here in the fourth.
Marr now to add the extra point. And they will take a 7-point lead now.
Makes the score Cowboys 23, Ravens 16.
Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away.
And Hill will opt for the touchback.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted
not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. Trying to go for the big one there on second down. Now they're likely down to their final 2 plays.
And you know they've got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind you. Make everything get completed in front.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as it comes with exactly a minute to go in the football game. Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. He's going to let it fly. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Up the middle, here's Elliott. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Gain on the play, and it's second down. Again, it's Elliott. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz.
Oh, no, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Ravens. Taking it right down Broadway. The 40. Past the 20. And can you believe this? A big mistake leads to a defensive touchdown. And they're a point away from tying this thing up. So they were down by a touchdown, probably just hoping the defense could hold them, maybe force the punt. Instead, they force the turnover and take it into the house.
Well, the plan was perfect. That's exactly what they wanted. Instead, they got a lot more than that. Big-time capitalization by taking the ball away and putting it in the end zone.
So with 14 seconds on the clock, they've got to go with the onside kick. And they've got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. A big mistake in that spot. You got to let it go, Tim.
They didn't give themselves a chance. They had an opportunity, touched it first. Now they're in a really bad spot.
Prescott. That is caught by Lamb. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. And whistles, and they take their final timeout with 7 seconds left. So the field goal unit is on the field, as this is a big spot right here. This to get the lead up to 4. And this one is right through. And that'll move their lead up to 4 now.
Well, no field goal attempts for him until the final quarter, but no hesitation on his end. He comes right out and nails his first field goal try.
And give him a lot of credit, too, because he stood there the entire ball game, but has managed to stay with it both mentally and physically. When they called on him, he was ready, and he knocked it through the post.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And last time, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. See if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game. And sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out.
Well, it took us until the final play, Charles, to officially decide a winner. Although on that last play they were so backed up, it would have taken a miracle, and they couldn't get that miracle done.
Well, I like how you stayed with it because we both knew that this had to go down to the last play, and neither side was going to exhale until that play concluded because we've seen the improbable before. A couple laterals, maybe some poor defense on the back end. They might have gone all the way to the end zone. In this case, though, it didn't happen.